The numbers I'm about to show you come from this paper, and they are going to make you think quite a bit differently about the planet around you. It all gets back to this question right here: how did the African rhinos survive with all the humans in Africa? So this chart right here, this graph, over here on the far left, these are the smaller animals, and then we have ranges. Over here we have the mega herbivores, the ones that weigh more than 1,000 kilograms. And then the how filled up that is saying how many of those went extinct over the last 50,000 years. So smaller animals didn't do too bad, but you can see by the time you get over here, 40 out of 48 have gone extinct. And this gets back to the rhino question. If you look over here at the Americas, we lost 100% of those mega herbivores. Columbian mammoths, woolly mammoths, the giant camels, many different species of giant ground sloths. This was a land of giants, and just over the last 15,000 years really here, all of those animals have disappeared. Think about how different the world around us is than it was during this time period. All of these animals affect the ecosystems. Look how much African elephants affect the ecosystem around them. And all of these animals, these ecosystem impactors, just disappeared. Australia saw the same thing, the complete loss of those giant animals. Eurasia saw a pretty big decline. Africa, not nearly as bad. Less than half were lost. Let's think about this. The Americas, Australia. What happened there is that animals were evolving, ecosystems were evolving, and then suddenly a new type of animal shows up. A hominin, a type of ape that is very good at hunting other animals, and a very successful species that has been spreading pretty quickly. They show up. These other animals, they don't really know what this is. They are at a disadvantage. Compare that to Africa. Our human history goes back millions of years in Africa. There have been groups all across Africa for that entire time period. So these ecosystems, as they are evolving, this hominin species, these different groups, they are a part of it, and the animals that are evolving alongside them are kind of learning ways to avoid them. They aren't being suddenly surprised by this species that is already well equipped to take down the largest of herbivores. I will point out, because if I don't mention this, it will come off as if the hunting and the humans was the only impact. And in both the cases of Australia and the Americas, it seems to kind of be a 1-2 punch, where environmental things are going on that are causing animal populations to become more fragmented, smaller. This is a cycle. This isn't a thing that only happened once. This had happened throughout history, throughout the ice ages. In the past, they would eventually recover as the climate would continue shifting back and forth. This just happened to be at a time where that climate probably had these animal populations more fragmented, and it made it easier for humans to then drive them into extinction.